Tracy, where you at?
Not far outside Fort McKenzie. How's Mom doing?
Mom's not doing so good, Trace.
I'll be there in time to say goodbye.
I promise.
Woman finds something strange while driving. Even though there are no cars on the road, the truck in front is moving at a very low speed. She senses the truck ahead is messing with her on purpose. So Daisy, who is anxious to get home, steps on the gas and passes straight ahead. But this move angers the other driver. The truck speeds up and overtakes her again. But after passing, the truck slows down again. This makes Daisy instantly furious. Could it be she ran into road rage? But to avoid trouble, Daisy waits for her chance, speeds up again and overtakes, then increases her speed trying to shake him off. But when she looks in the rearview mirror, she didn't expect the truck to speed up and chase again. Even more terrifying. This time the truck gets even closer. Seeing this, Daisy quickly raises her speed to 120, but the truck speeds up and chases hard again, even driving side by side with her. Watching the truck's dangerous behavior, Daisy can't help but curse loudly.
What the hell? Just pass me already!
Seeing the truck still not slowing down, Daisy has no choice but to slow down and give way. Daisy is scared out of her wits by the truck. Even though she is in a hurry, she decides not to overtake anymore, just quietly follows behind the truck. The speed is a bit slow, but at least she is safe. But when the truck driver sees Daisy not overtaking, he waves for her to go ahead and pass. Daisy is instantly confused. She doesn't know what the truck driver really wants, but thinking of her sick mother waiting at home, she prepares to speed up and pass, but just halfway through overtaking, the truck also speeds up, with no intention of letting Daisy go. But just as she doesn't know what to do, another car suddenly comes from the opposite lane, scaring Daisy into braking quickly. Luckily, she narrowly escapes the crisis. Afterward, Daisy pulls over to the roadside. She wants to wait until the truck is far away before driving again, but how could he let her off so easily? After resting for half an hour, Daisy thinks the truck must be far gone. She starts her car and drives again. This time she keeps the speed very low. She doesn't see the truck again on the way, but she does see a car accident, and the driver responsible has already fled. Looking at the tragic scene, Daisy really wants to ask the police if the vehicle was a truck, but thinking of her dying mother waiting at home, she chooses silence and continues driving on. But the shadow of the accident lingers in her mind, making her more alert. She thought she had gotten rid of the truck, but unexpectedly, the truck reappears like a ghost behind her and is quickly closing in. Frightened, Daisy speeds up to 120 again. Only then does she gain some distance, but the truck driver has no plan to let her go. He honks madly and speeds up, then directly rams into Daisy's rear bumper. Luckily, she steadies the wheel in time, avoiding a tragedy. Repeated collisions leave Daisy terrified. It seems the other driver really wants her dead. She remembers the cop at the crash scene earlier, so she wants to turn back for help, but the truck driver seems to read her thoughts. He swerves back and forth, never giving Daisy a chance to turn around. At this critical moment, Daisy suddenly sees a roadside sign. Ahead 5 kilometers there is a cafe. This gives her hope. She steps on the gas to speed up, but because the road is full of snow, and her speed keeps increasing, the tires lose more and more traction. Her car finally starts to skid out of control. Seeing this, Daisy has to slow down, but as soon as she reduces speed, the truck behind honks and charges up again, then slams her hard. Two consecutive collisions make Daisy's car lose control. Combined with her oversteering, the car finally crashes off the road and stops in a snowbank. But luckily, the truck doesn't crash into her. It quickly leaves the scene. After an unknown amount of time, Daisy wakes from unconsciousness. She turns her head and sees the cafe nearby. This finally makes her feel safe, but it's not over. As soon as she sits down, she turns and suddenly sees the truck is parked right there. The driver must be inside the cafe, so she nervously looks around at the customers, trying to find the truck driver, but she has never seen his face, so she cannot recognize him. She asks the waiter for a phone to call the police, and explains what just happened, but the waiter, afraid of trouble, refuses her request, and even tells her to leave immediately. With no one to turn to, Daisy secretly hides a dinner knife in her sleeve, so she can fight back if danger comes. Then she notices the truck outside starts and leaves. Looks like the driver didn't come into the cafe, but just to be safe, Daisy waits in the cafe another half hour, thinking of her dying mother waiting to see her one last time. She dares dares not delay any longer, but just as she is about to leave, a police car slowly pulls up. Seeing this, Daisy quickly asks for help, but the officer makes a motion to draw his gun. Only then Daisy realizes she is still holding the dinner knife. Frightened, she quickly throws it away, but the cop still stays alert, asking if she wanted to attack an officer. This makes Daisy nervous and panicked. In confusion, she doesn't mention the truck, and the cop mistakes her for a crazy woman. Back in her car, Daisy breaks down in tears. She just missed a chance for rescue. Luckily, her dog in the passenger seat comforts her. As she gets ready to leave, Daisy picks up the dinner knife from the ground and continues driving home. By now it's getting dark, and her gas tank is almost empty. She silently prays to God, hoping not to run into the truck again, but the prayer doesn't work. The truck shows up again. Daisy now realizes the driver has been hiding in the dark waiting for her. It seems he really wants her dead, but Daisy is not easy to mess with. Her eyes harden with resolve. She accelerates straight ahead. When the truck rams into her, Daisy drifts to the roadside. The truck slams the brakes and swerves wildly. Seeing herself finally winning once, Daisy feels thrilled after so much frustration. But once calm, she knows the truck driver will never give up. Now she has no choice but to drive the other way. She then drives into a hidden small road to hide. There she finally notices with horror the truck driver is still searching for her on the highway, so she waits quietly. Daisy takes out a map to check. In her memory, there should be a house nearby. She can go there for shelter. She waits until it is completely dark, then dares to head for the house. But when she finally arrives, she finds it long abandoned. But just as she despairs, the truck reappears like a ghost, blocking the only exit. Seeing herself in a desperate situation, Daisy decides to stop running. She takes an axe from the trunk and shouts for the driver to come fight to the death. But the driver toys with her. Every time she approaches, he drives back, always keeping a safe distance. This makes Daisy furious. She curses and throws the axe at the truck. But as soon as she throws it, the driver shifts into reverse. Daisy wants to pick up the axe again, but he runs it over with the truck. Yet Daisy doesn't give up. She grips the dinner knife and sneaks near the cab. Just as she wants to strike a fatal blow, she finds the driver's seat empty. While she is stunned, Daisy wants to pick up the knife, but the driver grabs it first and stabs Daisy without hesitation. Daisy quickly snatches the knife back and stabs it into the man's thigh. The wounded driver crawls back into the truck, and Daisy runs back into her car. Though both are injured in this battle, Daisy drives along the small road to avoid the truck. She finally stops in a hidden place, turns off the engine and lights, and covers her car with snow, thinking this would hide her. But her dog suddenly barks wildly, giving away her position. The driver spots her trick, so Daisy flees again. After driving some distance, she sees a roadside sign, warning of thin ice 1 kilometer ahead. Daisy suddenly has a bold idea. She will fight back. She keeps stopping and going, making sure the truck follows her, then lures it onto a remote road. The driver takes the bait. This area is covered with snow and ice. Only those who know the terrain can tell where the thin ice is, and Daisy grew up here. She knows it well. As the truck is about to crash into her, Daisy picks up her dog, jumps out of the car. The ice is too slippery. The truck cannot brake in time. It pushes the car forward. The combined weight of both vehicles easily cracks the thick ice. Finally, the mad driver, along with the truck, falls into the freezing abyss. Seeing this, Daisy bursts into tears of joy. She finally defeats her terrifying enemy. She and her dog walk home. Though she returns home safely, she never sees her mother one last time. This becomes Daisy's greatest regret.